Hi, this is Kevin with Naples Lawn Service, and today we're going to show you how to change the oil and oil filter on your Ford Super Duty gas engine, years 2017 on up. Okay, so changing the oil is great because it's going to save you on gas. It definitely, I've already proven it. Your gas mileage will improve from dirty oil to good oil. So you always want to do that. That's the most important thing you can do for your vehicle over the life of your vehicle, to change your oil. And I like changing my own. I mean, it's very easy. It's one bolt, it's oil in the filter. I mean, it just doesn't get any easier. I've been changing my own oil since I was 17 years old. And so that's the most important thing you can do, especially this day and age when gas prices are high. It's going to get you better gas mileage, and it's going to make your engine last longer. So very easy to do. This is a 2019. I also have a 2018, but Ford Super Duty changed their new style in 2017. So this is basically how you change oil on any vehicle. But what we're featuring today is 2017 on up Super Duty. And like I said, this here is a 2019. Okay, so for supplies, you're going to need Motorcraft 5W30 synthetic motor oil. Not the regular, but the synthetic. Okay, so you're going to need 7 quarts of this. This is 5, so we'll just get 2 quarts out of this other also, and that'll give you your 7 quarts that you need. You need to save the rest for next time. You can find these on Amazon or Walmart or anywhere. Might be a lot cheaper one way than the other, so I would try both of those. Get yourself the best price, get them shipped right out to you. You're also going to need this filter. This is a Motorcraft FL820S, okay, FL820S. That's what you want to have. Always change your filter with your oil. Your filter's anywhere from $4 to $8 usually, okay, and one of these is like $32, and then you'll buy yourself an extra because you're going to need 2 quarts out of that. But it's very inexpensive. You don't have to go down to the dealer. You don't have to sit there and wait. You don't have to take a risk that someone will change place. They ain't going to put your bolt back in and blow your motor. Um, there's lots of people nowadays that are unqualified changing oil. So I always do my own. And all you're going to need is a few things. You're going to need an oil pan. You're going to need a funnel. And you're going to need a wrench to get it off with. This is a 1/2-inch ratchet. And this socket is a 16 millimeter, and this is what you're going to need for this particular vehicle. And other than that, you're just going to need this rag. And when you're done, you're just going to take your oil, put it back in any jugs you have that's empty, and go down to the local auto parts store, dump it in the recycle. So you're not going to dump it in your yard or anything, but you're just going to take it down there. It's really easy. Okay, so just to confirm you got the right oil, you can get in your owner's manual, or they usually put it right on the fill cap right there. As you can see, it says on the bottom there, correct oil, which is 5W30 SAE. Now, if you have a creeper, you can lay on this and roll yourself in and out. It's a little bit easier. But if you don't have a creeper, you just crawl under there. Don't forget to take your rag and your wrench with you. Okay, so as soon as you get that oil pan positioned underneath that drain plug, you're going to loosen up that drain plug and take that out. And just set the drain plug on the top of the pan so you don't lose it. It's not that hard to get off. Once you get it cracked, it goes pretty easy, and then you can do the rest with your fingers once it gets loosened up. And you're just going to drop that bolt right in that pan. That oil is going to start coming out. And I might mention, wait till your vehicle is cold till you do this. So make sure it's sat for about an hour and it's cooled down before you do this so that oil don't splash on you and burn you. Okay, so at this point you want to slide that oil filter just a little bit over, the oil pan, just a little bit over towards your oil filter, because you're going to be draining a little bit of excess oil from your oil filter port at the same time. So just position that pan where you can catch them both. Then you're just going to spin that oil filter off there, and you're going to put it upside down. If it doesn't come off easy, you can get an oil filter wrench. I'll show you what one of those looks like. I'm just going to spin it and put it upside down in the pan and let that drain. Okay, and you want to clean up any excess oil that's around that oil filter port or around your drain hole with your plug or your frame. Just clean off anything so it's all nice and clean. You want to make sure the gasket did not get left on from that oil filter. Okay, there's a gasket that comes with the oil filters. When it's brand new, sometimes that gasket will stay on the frame. You want to rub your finger around there and make sure that gasket didn't stick onto that frame. It should be nice and smooth. Okay, now we're going to wait for this to drain. It may take 5, 6, 7 minutes. Make sure all of the old oil is out before we're going to proceed putting everything back on. Also, make sure before you start this, your emergency brake is set, your vehicle's in park, maybe even some chalk blocks so this vehicle does not roll out at all. And you want to make sure this thing's parked on level ground. You're not on a slant either way, so your oil will drain appropriately. Okay, next we can put back on that oil filter. We're going to put a little bead of oil on the gasket. Just get a little dab on your finger of some of the old oil. Put that on that gasket. That way it's going to seal up properly against the frame when you spin it on. Then you're just going to spin it on by hand. You're never going to use a wrench to put them on. You can use one to crack it to get it off. But when you put it on, it's going to be by hand. And once that starts to get tight, you're going to go another 3/4 of a turn. So it's on there nice and tight. Now, like I said, this is your oil filter wrench. You can use this to crack it to get it off, but if you need to, but you don't always need to. And it's like a $10 item. And but when you put it on, just put it on by hand. Don't use the wrench, because the wrench can crush it a little bit or create a little dent in the side. All right, now we're going to put our plug back in. Just wipe all the excess oil off it, start spinning it in. You want to do this by hand because you do not want to cross thread up your threads by using a wrench at this point. So just spin it on there by hand until it starts to get seated. And then we're going to use our 16mm socket. We're going to tighten it up the rest of the way. Now you're going to take your rag and just wipe off any excess oil, because you don't want to think you have a leak when you don't. It's just excess oil. So we're going to clean everything up so there'll be nothing dripping off this. Okay, now we're going to get back to our oil. 5W30 synthetic. You can see it on the cap. 5W30 synthetic. We're just going to crack that off there. Okay, we take that cap off there. Put that in a safe spot, and you're going to get your funnel. Make sure your funnel is cleaned out. It's nice and clean, so nothing gets down in there. You can use any type of funnel that you want. Okay, so that red funnel didn't fit very good, so I got this black one here. And when you fill these up, you want to fill them up slow. Now, when you're checking your oil, make sure that your safety seal is on there. And it's not cracked already, so nobody's tampered with the oil. If this is not on there, send it back, because that means somebody's already been into it. You don't know what that quality of oil is like. So make sure you got that safety seal on there, and then it should be glued on. We'll take that off. We'll start filling. Now we're going to fill really slow so we don't end up overflowing it. So we just turn that sideways and just start filling that up nice and slow. If you go too fast, the air tries to come out and will overflow you down the spout. It's going to take this whole bottle here, so it's going in. Let's put a little in there, let it go down, and lift it up. Let that drain down, get all the air out, and you can continue. I filled them up before too fast and come out down around the funnel there. So you don't want to waste any oil. So that's about it for that. And we're going to take 2 more quarts and put that in there. I'm going to save this jug because we're going to put our old oil back in there and take that down to the auto parts store. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get into our second jug. Now this one I have used a little bit, and that's why the seal's off it. But we're just going to get 2 quarts now on these jugs. You see on the back here, it's got a gauge already for you. It's got quarts and it's got liters. So you just look at that gauge. We know we need 2 more, and we're going to go down 2 quarts, and we're going to stop it there. So we'll stop at about 3. Let's see where we're at. We got more to go. A little bit more. Okay, so at this point, we're going to stop. We're going to put our cap back on, start up our engine, and let it run for 10 seconds. Because what happens is some of this oil will get into the filter and stay in there. So I won't be giving you an accurate measurement on how much oil you have on your dipstick. So we're going to go ahead and run it, let some of that oil get in the filter, and then we're going to take a look at our dipstick. Okay, so we're going to start it up, let it run for 10 seconds. Okay, we shut it off, and then we're going to check our oil level with our dipstick in a rag. Okay, so you want to make sure your dipstick seated all the way down tight. You can pull it out. You probably do this several times, but right on the end there, you're going to see that there's 2 dots, and that's where we're going to want it. But right now, it's picking up oil from when we filled it. It's picking up oil from the sides on the dipstick. So we'll make sure it's nice and dry. We're going to send it back down. And you want to have it in the middle of the 2 dots. And there's also some hash marks on there. But it's in there, but we're going to measure it one more time. Okay, make sure that's all the way seated down. Pull it out. Try to get in some sunlight this time if we can. There we go. It's right in the middle of the 2 dots, like you can see. And on the other side, there's hash marks. And it should be right in the middle of those hash marks, just like that. That's how you know. If it's below that dot, it's too low. And if it's above this dot, it's too high. So it looks like it's good. And here's another look here. You can see it's right in the middle of the 2 dots, and it's right in the middle of the hashed area. So that's where you want it. Okay, we're going to take this old oil filter. It's all drained now. We're just going to put it inside of this original box. And what I do here, so I know I'm ready for next time, and I know how many miles I've had on it, I just tear this top off here that says oil filter and the part number, and I just write the mileage on the back there, what I'm at right now. I stick it in my console on my truck, and then I know how much it's been. Of course, there is a reminder on your dash And that reminder will tell you the oil change and how much percent you have left. Because if you've been driving normally, it should be 7,500 miles. Okay, but if you've been towing extensively, you're gonna change your oil a lot sooner than that. So 7,500 would be the max, preferably less than that. And what I do with the old oil, I took this jug that I just used here, and then I don't want to mix it with my leftover, but I have another empty jug, and we're just gonna pour that oil right in here and there, and take it down to a local auto parts store. We use Advanced around here. I don't know who you have, but they just take it for free. You dump it in their tank and they recycle it, and you just throw away your jugs. All right, and we just dump that in there, and this one will take 5 quarts, and then you should have had 7, but you may have a little less if your oil is older and the engine's already burned it up. But go ahead and put 5 quarts in this and 2 quarts in another. Throw it in the back of your truck, take it down to the auto parts store for recycle. So I took this card like I told you. I go ahead and write my mileage on there and the date, and then I just throw it in the console, and that gives me an idea, and it gives me the part number. So when I'm ready for next time. Okay, so that whole thing took like 20 minutes, around $50. But you did it yourself. You know it's good. You know you put good oil in it, and you know it's full. You know your plug's back on. You know you had a new filter. So there's no worrying about the job getting done right. Once you've done it once, you can do them. Save yourself a lot of money from taking it down to the dealer or an oil change place. And also, you know you had it done yourself and you didn't have to drive anywhere and sit around and wait around, whatever. So we also got oil change videos on our diesel Super Duties. So this one was for the gas Super Duty. And we got air filter, how to change out your air filters, your fuel filters, all sorts of stuff, Super Duty. And also we got some F-150s we're starting now too. So be sure to check out those other videos. And if you like it, hit the like button. And if you want to subscribe, we're going to have a lot more videos coming out. So there you have it. That's how you change your oil and filter. And we got a lot of Super Duty videos already out. We're going to have a lot more coming out, maintenance and accessories and how-to videos. So if you want to subscribe, that'd be great. And if you like it, hit the like button. This is Kevin with Naples Lawn Service.